Hey, you guys, this is Layla, or as you're going to know me, Preacher Layla. I did want to get on this podcast and try to just talk about a few things. I am going to be on a 15-minute slot for now. But I did want to start by saying thank you if you're listening and hope you continue. This year has been a year, has it not, you guys? I don't know about you, but personally, I have had some ups and I've had some downs. And when I say downs, I mean downs. The depression from this year has been hard. I will say that I would go days where I feel fine. I don't think about anything else. I think things are good. All of a sudden, it'll hit me and just thoughts, suicidal thoughts, things would just hit you and you're like, this isn't me. I don't want this. But you feel hopeless because it overtakes you and it's just an emotional journey. I do want to start by talking about some steps that I have found that help for me personally. If you're someone that likes to be outgoing and likes to joke around and be the funny one, if you can see the quotes, then I would say don't let your depression, don't let it define you. Don't let your depression show to others that you can't be who you are. Because you are still going to be who you are no matter if you were depressed or not. It's just something you have to deal with. And I know it's hard. It's not fun. We all go through this. I feel like if you're human, you've gone through some form of depression or anxiety. And some of us go through it all. But the steps that I have found that help me the most is I found that listening to positive music has helped me in some ways as far as like figuring out in my mind my emotions. Writing has also been a good outlet for me. Not necessarily having to write a story or anything like that, but just getting the emotions on paper seems to help a lot. But I don't want to make this depressing or sad. I just want to let you know, if you're listening, that it's okay. We all go through it. I honestly believe we all go through it at some point. But of course, everyone's situation is different. Not saying we're going through all the same things. But I also believe that no life means more than another. So if you see someone struggling, you see somebody down, say to them what you would want someone to say to you in those situations. Be the one that's uplifting them, and then in return, it may make you feel better as well. Now, let's turn this little cycle around. I know that I started this off with something deep, but I just felt like there was a little tidbit that I should share with you guys. That no matter what goes on, you're not alone. Well, let's go into, I don't want to go into politics because that is something that is talked about so much, but it's so heavy. And like it says so much in volumes in our world. It's a sad world at this point, I believe, and it doesn't help anything. But I don't want to talk about that on this cast. I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are on some subjects, and maybe we can discuss it in another light. I do want to know, though, what are some questions, topics, other than political? It can be funny, it can be scary, anything that crosses your mind. I want to know what's going on. I want to know, I want to address it, I want to talk about these things. So if you like, you can inbox me on Facebook, Instagram. If you follow me on any social media, just send me a chat with some information, or you can make a comment in this podcast. Anyway, I do want to talk about those things. I do like to talk. That's why I'm doing this. I know that sounds bad, but I do. I enjoy giving wisdom as well as opinionated opinions. I want this to be a safe place, not saying that if you don't agree with what I say or whatever, that I'm wrong or anyone else is wrong for thinking it. I want this to be an open space for everyone to communicate and talk, because that's something we don't have right now. It's just a clear form of communication where everyone can just voice their opinions and not be interrogated for them. So I want this to be a safe space. I just want it to be nice, fun, and have good discussions. That's why I did name this Preacher Layla, for the fact that I want this to be discussions. I want people to join. I want people to be part of this. So I will be asking some friends to communicate, talk, chat about the topics and things that you give me. And just kind of see where we stand as a whole, I think there's more of us out there that just want to communicate and talk and get things off our chest, and just are afraid to because of how it's just so negative. But on the side note, going off, instead of promoting everything, I do want to talk about believing in yourself and coming out big. So I did want to talk about just something in my life that happened. I finally hit one of the highest levels I could hit at my job. Now, the reason I want to talk about it is because I try to be the best I can be when I'm there and show that I can be the best. Now, I started there in July. It is currently November. I was in and out and had surgery in September and didn't return till October. So I've really only been doing my job for 4 months, and I hit one of the highest levels. And it comes with a raise, yes, and I'm excited. And I just want people to know that no matter what life hits you with or what brings you down, don't let it affect your work ethic. Don't let it affect you in the workspace. Because if you keep going and going and going and going and don't give up on yourself, things can be better in the end as far as your job, money, things like that. So please, 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 if you're feeling down and things are not going the way it should, or you feel like it's not going the way it should, just keep putting it in to what you feel is going to be right for you. And I believe that you'll come out better in the end. I'm not saying just work your ass off in doing something you absolutely hate. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you have something, you have the ability to be the best you can be, and you enjoy it, and you want to get to the highest level you can, work at it, do it. Don't give up on yourself no matter what life throws at you. Because, honey, it is not easy in today's time, because you have all these petty people that look at you and go, well, and then they feel entitled at the same time. So if you're above them, you haven't been there as long, they get petty. I ain't saying anyone specific. I'm just saying I've had experience with this, not necessarily in my current job, but in past experiences I have, where people hate you because they're jealous or petty. Those are the type of people you don't want in your life anyway. Trust me. Been there, done that. It's not healthy. It's not worth it. I want to uplift people. I want to give this an outlet for positivity. And I would love it if you guys helped with that. I know if you feel like this is boring, I'm sorry. I don't know how else to get it out there. But yeah, absolutely, you guys. Just, like I said, message me. Send me things, questions, topics, so we can make this a little bit more interesting and more interactive for the listeners. And I hope this could be a start of something great, and we can keep pushing forward. Now, I will tell you for the end of this just a little bit more about myself, and not as much as advice. Like I said at the beginning, my name is Layla. I am a Cancer, if that matters to anybody. I'm a 23-year-old woman, and it feels weird to say woman because I don't feel like a woman at all. If any of y'all can relate to that, just let me know. But yeah, that is me. If you have any other questions about what you would like to know about me or anything like that, definitely ask. I'll talk about it in my next podcast. But thank you guys for listening. If you've listened for the last 10 minutes on my ramble. If you haven't, then you won't hear the end of this, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? But no, I'm not going to be negative in that way, but definitely bring some positivity into the world, and let's get talking. And maybe we'll start Preacher's Corner. Well, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great night, and definitely don't forget to message me anything that you may want to know or talk about. Alright, well, I'm going to sign off now, and I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day or night or whatever time you're listening. Alright, thanks. Bye.